What's going on, everybody? It's me up at my job in the meat cooler as always. I got a good opportunity to film this video here since the cooler fans up above me have died down for the remaining 10 minutes. I'm going to read you something from the sportswiki.com page here that I have on my work phone. And it says here that starting now, as of this morning, Tuesday, September 12th, 2023, the era of Vince McMahon in WWE has now been laid to rest. Gone. No more. End of an era. Here's what it says. Starting from this morning, Vince McMahon will no longer be in place of solely running things on WWE's Raw or SmackDown. Now, following this past WrestleMania 39 in April, WWE shares were sold to the parent company of UFC, which is called Endeavor. And the deal becomes effective from this week onward, in which Vince is no longer in the position of running the biggest wrestling company in pro wrestling history. From that perspective, last night's episode of Raw was historic because it officially marked the end of the Vince McMahon era in sports entertainment history, which in this case had lasted more than 4 decades. Wow. Vince has been the majority owner of WWE since he first purchased the company from his father, Vince McMahon Sr., back in 1982. And back then it was known as the WWF, Worldwide Wrestling Federation. From just being a US-based wrestling company, working the territories and all that, he worked hard to make it a global wrestling empire, which definitely signified his legacy. Shows like WWE Raw, SmackDown, the pay-per-view events, Saturday night's main event, WrestleMania, all the other pay-per-views like Payback, SummerSlam, and all those, Survivor Series, emerged onto the scene in the 80s, the 90s, and the 2000s to spread WWE programming throughout the whole wide world. With Vince in charge and stars like Hulk Hogan, Tito Santana, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bret the Hitman Hart, The Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, The Rock, John Cena, Triple H, many others to go along with it. They were all performing under his direction. WWE had become the biggest, famous sporting events in the whole world. To date, Vince McMahon used to be the sole owner of the WWE, but from today, WWE will merge with the UFC under the Endeavor banner. The WWE was sold to the media juggernaut for a whopping amount of $9 billion this past April. And now WWE and UFC have become TKO, a new live entertainment company that will trade on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, while McMahon will still be involved in the new business and will serve as TKO's executive chairman, his sole ownership in a pro wrestling company has come to an end, meaning he will no longer have any say on WWE programming, including Raw or SmackDown, unless the newly formed board would agree. With that, The Vince McMahon era has officially come to an end in the WWE. Now, Vince, as you know, was briefly gone from the company last year, but earlier this year he barged back onto the board of directors and took back control just to sell the company. Fightful.com's Sean Sapp noted that behind his paywall, Nia Jax was one of the first signings he made after his return, and she officially came back last night on Raw, going after both Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. Now, my question to everybody watching this: what do you think is going to happen with the WWE now under this new parent company that it's under? Will the storylines be a lot more provoking and provocative? Are we going to see a lot more previously superstars that have been let go and merged back to the company? Is everybody in the positions that they're in now, company-wise, going to still keep their positions? Like Triple H, is it going to be head of creative still? Are you going to bring back Triple H's wife, Stephanie McMahon, into the fold? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see in the future. But in the meantime, I'd like to know what you people watching this have to say about it. Let me know in the comments below what you think is going to happen. And what would you like to happen within the company in terms of creativity, storylines, wrestling angles, and all that? Let me know in the comments below, okay? In the meantime, I gotta get back to work before somebody comes in and balls me out verbally. I'll see you tomorrow night for Music Maniacs with me, YR, and Arcnolia at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here on my channel. In the meantime, subscribe to my channel and also hit that like button and notification bell. You guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night. Bye-bye.